I know you niggas love to hate it. This ain't nothing but a little motivation. It's something you can ride to, close your eyes to. It's the shit that we get high to. Motivation.
Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Yeah. Tokyo Sound 2025. Who's calling that shit?
Is it steaks? Is it bags? Is it each shop? Is it empty? Was it dynasty? Is it currency? What's the function?
Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone.
Give it up for Travis, honey. What it do, everybody? It is your boy Q Beans, and I would like to welcome y'all to another segment of Winning and Losing, where we talk about urban news, we talk about sports, and we ask the crowd, are we winning or are we losing? So if you made it here, go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. And while you at it, go ahead and give me a round of applause. All right, so I hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. A couple things happened, but before we go into everything, I would like to let everyone know where Memorial Day came from. So it came from black people. It was created on May 1st, 1865 in Charleston, South Carolina. There were over 10,000 black children, black people, Union soldiers, and they marched and sung, and they were just, honoring the fallen people throughout, the war and the Civil War, and even before then. So, that seemed to be erased in the history books, but, if you didn't know, we're just going to provide you with that knowledge. Over the weekend, while we still are talking about South Carolina, in Little River, South Carolina, there was a mass shooting. 11 people were injured, and 11 people are in critical condition. I'm getting mixed stories on here. I think I seen one post or one story where it says 12 people were injured and 11 people are in critical condition. It was an assault rifle. They were on a boat, and it was an event for Memorial Day weekend.
All right, guys, we have some breaking news coming out of Little River, South Carolina, which is Horry County. Apparently, there has been a shooting there. We don't have a lot of details about what's going on. We know that Little River is a smaller beach town.
Now, in other stories, I did see where there was a white male between the age of 20 and 25 who rode off on a motorbike or a motorcycle. So what really happened with that story still is developing. Police have no suspects, supposedly. So we're just going to keep, following that story, and whatever comes up, we're going to keep you posted. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the like button at the bottom. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we're going to keep this thing going. Next, I want to talk about the Diddy trial because we didn't quite talk about enough of it last time. Last week, Kid Cudi took the stage, and when he took the stand, he stated that Diddy broke into his house, unwrapped his Christmas gifts, locked his dog in a room, and unhooked his security cameras. That's a lot. I did see one report where Young Thug called Kid Cudi a rat. Is he a rat for taking a stand? I don't know. That's why we asking the crowd. So in that situation, is Kid Cudi winning or losing? You know, we're gonna keep you posted for upcoming developments with that story. Also, what else happened over the last week? W-Lucci did get out of prison. When he got out, you know, he dropped a song. I forgot the name of it, but there was one quote he did, you know, that did stand out from the rest in that new song he dropped. He said, "They say I threw my mans out. When you on the move, sometimes things don't go as how it's planned out."
They say I threw my mans out. When you on the move, sometimes it don't go how it was planned out.
Y'all know, or if you didn't know, they were trying to get W-Lucci 200 years. He was in a shootout a couple years ago, and his friend, his homie was in the car. His homie got shot, died in the car, and he was on the chase with police, so he threw his homie out of the car. How do y'all feel? Do y'all think W-Lucci can make a run while he's out? How do y'all feel about that? Y'all think W-Lucci is winning and losing with that line, with that song? Who knows? We'll find out. He got plenty of time. He's out of jail. He's out of prison. We'll see where that goes. And last but not least, we're gonna dive into sports. Last night, the Oklahoma City Thunder played the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals. With that in particular game, Shea gave us a 40-pointer. Who else gave us? Jalen Williams provided a little edge or a little, get back, with that.
Damn, order some. Who's calling that? Who's calling that?
Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, Shea gave us 40 points, 9 boards, 10 assists. Jalen Williams gave us 34, 3 boards and 5 assists. Ant-Man, he gave us 16, 4 boards and 6 points. And that was pathetic. I don't know. Like, last segment we talked about MVP versus the new face of the league. Now it's looking like the MVP is the new face of the league. For Minnesota, Julius Randle provided you with 5 points. Ant-Man came with 16 points. We know that's not enough. DiVincenzo, that name, gets me every time. He came off the bench with 21 points. This has not been an entertaining Western Conference Finals, nor Eastern Conference Finals, and we're going to get into the Eastern Conference Finals in just one moment. But this is, it's not been looking good. It has not been looking good. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they provide us more entertainment in the finals, but we'll see where that goes. Next, I do want to talk about tonight's game. Tonight's game, we have the Knicks versus the Pacers. Indiana leads 2-1. Who is going to win? Who is going to lose this particular series? I got my money on the Pacers. The Pacers all around, they've been playing better basketball than the Knicks. Brunson, he's been Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns, he needs to step up a little bit more. We need more. We need more of a boost from the bench. I do think Tyrese Halliburglar. I call him Halliburglar because he stole the last. Well, he stole the game before the last one. So the first 2 games, Halliburglar stole them. But I do think he is stating his presence in this league, and he's gonna do it again for tonight. So I do got the Pacers winning. As far as the last, as far as the OKC and the Thunder game, or the series, I think it's over. That's why I didn't tell y'all who was winning and who was losing for that particular series. I think that's over. OKC leads 3-1. Minnesota is not coming back. Let's keep it real. So, but we're going to end on this note. We're going to end. Today's segment was called Remembering. So, you just got to remember where you come from. And you got to remember, just basically remembering where you come from. Because every now and then we forget where we came from. And you got to know where you came from to know where you're going. So, in honor of Memorial Day, it's just remembering. Remembering all of your loved ones, remembering, how you went through the struggle, and remembering, that when you started at the bottom, and because I think in that particular substance, we tend to forget. So just make sure y'all remember, remember where you came from. Just remember where you came from, so you can know where you're going. Remember your history. Remember everything you had to do to get where you are today. And that's where we're going to end today's segment at.